If you want to smell like a rich woman, but not to spend rich woman's money on the fragrance, then maybe you should look into Ambery Saffron by Dossier. When it comes to Dossier, I always appreciate that the notes are right here on the bottle. And also you get a card in the box that tells you what this fragrance is inspired by, what are the notes. That is always very helpful. And this is definitely inspired by that iconic fragrance that a lot of girlies pay a lot of money for that fragrance. I always love this magnetic cap. It's kind of a little bit addictive and playful. So, all right. Okay, so even though the notes are not identical, but they're very, very similar to the OG girl, I'll tell you that it definitely has that DNA of that OG girl. So at the top, we got Saffron and Orange Blossom. In the middle notes, we got jasmine, plum, and cedarwood. So I was very excited about the plum note because plum note does not come in Original Girl. I don't know if I really necessarily smell plum note in this fragrance. You know, maybe I do a little bit at the beginning. It kind of like almost gives a little bit kind of boozy feel to it. Okay, and then at the base we got amber, oak moss, and fir balsam. I actually really enjoyed this fragrance, so I will be honest. OG Girl sometimes can smell quite strong. I love their take on it. I feel like this one has a little bit less of that woodsy note, or less of the woodsiness than OG does, or some other inspired by fragrances of the OG Girl. Okay, so this is very, very nice fragrance. I just feel like it's settled. It's not as loud as some other fragrances that I smell with that DNA, and I love it. So, yeah, I feel like Dossier did a good job. I really do. Okay. Is this identical to OG Girl? No, it's not. The notes are not identical either. But I will be honest, I personally, but that's just my personal opinion, I prefer this much better. One of the reasons why is because this is not as woodsy. The notes are more gentle. It's really enjoyable fragrance, if I can be honest. I do love that they added orange blossom and plum, which you still have that DNA of that OG Girl, but just a different interpretation, a different feel and smell to it, and I like that better. I personally like that better. I feel it's lighter, it's not as strong. I like this better. That's just my opinion. So if you're looking to add a new fragrance to your fall and winter collection, give a try, give a chance to Ambery Saffron by Dossier.